Hello, welcome to another video from 10x Investor Education. So the company known as Atossa Therapeutics, Nasdaq, ATOC, this is a breast cancer and COVID penny stock. So I'm supposed to make this video over weekend, but I could not. So I tweeted about this company in the morning around 8 a.m. before market open. So I would like to show that, and I would like to go through quickly what this company is about, why it is going up. So disclaimer, this is not an advice to buy the company, but I will tell you what my position in this stock, the company, and also please consult your financial advisor before buying any stock. See, please click the like button, smash the like button and subscribe at the bottom of the video and turn on notifications, because timing is important. These penny stocks, they in a day, 2-3 days, they go up by anywhere between 50 to 300%. So keeping in touch is very important. So let's look into Atossa Therapeutics. So this is the one I tweeted around 8:10 in the morning. So my Twitter handle is RK10x Investing. So if you are on Twitter, please follow me. And usually I try to post in the morning before market opens. That way, if I don't have time to make any videos, you can see my tweets. So this is the one I posted, and I think it closed around $3, close to 40-50% up by the end of the day. The other one I've been talking and been tweeting recently was Orbital Energy, which I have been buying while, and then I think that's also closed. Started day, I tweeted around 8:40 a.m. in the morning, around $6. The day ended around $8.30, which is like close to 60% up. So today I would like to talk about this Atossa Therapeutics company. So what is this company? Let's look into profile quickly. Atossa Therapeutics, formerly Atossa Genetics, is a clinical stage biopharma company. So therapeutics for breast cancer and breast conditions. Its pipeline includes 2 programs, endoxifen and intraductal microcatheter technology. It's developing topical endoxifen formulation for transdermal delivery. So basically they're only talking about the oral and topical for breast, but actually the other thing you need to not updated here is they are also working on couple of COVID play also. So as you can see here, the stock ended almost 60% up, close to $3. And as you can see, this is a micro cap. This is a penny stock, $200 million company. The stock went from anywhere 80 cents to $5 in a year, and the average volume is 10 days 33 million. So the today open is $2.48 and the previous day close is $1.87. So it didn't have a institution volume before. Now I think it's closed more than 20%. I'll show you that. So the most thing that attracted me was couple of things here. So if you look at here, SEC filings. So within last almost 2 weeks, there were 4 13G filings and acquisitions. So 13G, so greater than 5% acquisition, and January 15th, 3 of them on January 14th. What happened? So another on December. So since December, so December 18th, December 28th, and 3 on. So a lot of institutions are buying on this stock. That's what attracted me, because anytime when there is no institutions at all, when a lot of institutions buy like 20-30% in a company, I'll be interested. I want to know what's happening. So that is the reason why I looked into this company and started investing into this company. So let us look into who is buying. You can also see in Fintel. So 15, 14, CVA Investments, Intracoastal Capital, Emperor Assets, almost 5% to 4%. You can see that here. And also let's look into, so the reason why they so much institutional buying is because they did offering a lot of offerings they did in December and January. So they raised a lot of capital. So if you look at here, okay, so if you look at here, if you look search for offering, so on January 6th, okay, January 22nd, last Friday, so sale of 10.5 million shares common offering, and then January 6th they had $25 million offering, and also December 17th they have $40 million offering at $1. So December 17th $1, and now it's close to $3. So within a month the stock tripled. So you have to be really careful with these micro caps. So the stock can go, this one can go to $5-6, or it can go back to $2. So you got to know when to buy and how to play this safely. So why, unless, okay, two things about offerings. So unless there is a demand by institutional investors, companies cannot sell their stock. So which means there's a good news, because a lot of institutions want to buy their company stock. So that's exactly what's happening. That's why they had so many offerings. So December 19, another offering. So if you remember, Nano Dimensions also did like this. Within 2 months they did 4 to 5 offerings within a short period of time, sometimes like twice in a week or 10 days. So this is good news, which means the stock has a lot of potential to go upside, and that is the reason why I started investing into. Okay, so what is Atossa Therapeutics? So Atossa Therapeutics announces finding of FDA approved expanded access treatment with endoxifen. So their treatment is endoxifen, and this is old news, but just to give you an idea, what they already had FDA approval before, and on expanded access after breast surgery is what they got approval also. So this is the triggering point where they need to raise money, and they need to sell their shares, and they need to survive. So that's how it is. So this is also old news. As Atossa Therapeutics source after FDA approves a drug endoxifen for single breast cancer patient. So let's look into what their pipeline is. So for any drug company, pipeline is important. So on clinical trials are important. So Atossa has development pipeline with the launch of its 2 COVID-19 programs. While we are encouraged with the recent progress with our breast cancer opportunities, in the midst of COVID pandemic, we are developing truly novel approaches to COVID-19 patients. So this is Stephen Coe, President and CEO. So like a lot of drug companies, even this company went into COVID, because with COVID you can get a lot of attraction immediately. You can get investor money. So that is the reason they also did into the COVID. So this is a pipeline chart. So COVID-19 nasal spray is one they have. It's called 8301. So preclinical done and symptoms reducing nasal sprays in phase 1, and not just in US, in other countries also they are doing this one. So COVID-19 is something called HOPE. So H201, and it's in already phase 2, improving lung function on ventilators, people on ventilators. Okay, then coming back to endoxifen, which is one is topical as well as oral. So which all of them are in a phase 2 trial right now. So what you need to understand is they are far away still for commercial and making any money. So until then, they will not, don't expect any revenue, real money coming in. Okay, so based on the phase 2, phase 3 data, so each stage of the phase, that is when the stock price will appreciate. If they get success here, that's when, again good for commercial, that's when they actually real make money. So until then the stock will fluctuate like from $1 to $3 to $5 to again $3. So that's where you need to keep an eye with these small biotech companies. Okay, so this is one of the recent news. So Atossa Therapeutics President and CEO Stephen Coe to speak at Precision Medicine World Conference, spotlighting Anthony Fauci, Director Nate January. So basically this week this conference is happening and Atossa, the president of Stephen Coe, has actually talking on this panel, and this is a big achievement unless only top leaders in this pharmaceutical companies are called to speak in these conferences. So this is a good achievement and a good news. So I will show you what is this precision conference. So this is what it is: PMWC COVID January 25th to 27th virtual conference. So if you look at this one, he is the Stephen Covey, is president of Atossa Therapeutics. So very interesting profile and very talented. So Dr. Covey trained as a postdoctoral fellow in chemistry department at MIT. With Nobel laureate Dr. Gobind Khorana was a president at the Harvard MGH Hospital and spent almost a decade the faculty of Stanford University School of Medicine. So basically he spent time in Harvard, Stanford, and he is a well known, and he gives a TED Talks. He has over 300 contributions, and also he holds, this is the most important, he holds 87 US patents and has invented 7 FDA approved pharmaceuticals which have helped 80 million people. So he worked in a lot of companies, and then he invented a lot of medications, and he got a lot of patents. That's what it is, and he is a MD PhD from University of Michigan. So I like not just president, I like a lot of profiles from this company. So leadership is good leadership team. So yeah. So Atossa Therapeutics. So let's get into couple of things. In this one is analyst ratings. So right now this company rated tip rank 6, and then investor sentiment is positive. Coming back to analyst coverage, there are 2 analysts covering with buy. So one is Maxim Group, Jason McCarthy, target is $5 and other analyst target is $7. So the initiated, so the most important thing is the coverage was initiated around 1 week ago. He reiterated to buy. So if you look at Jason McCarthy, the first thing I look at the analyst who is covering it and what is the guarantee, right? So Jason McCarthy, 61% is a decent success rate and 60% is the average return, and he is ranked 33 out of 7,300 analysts. So this is a huge rank, 33 out of 7,300. So based on the rank, I can certainly believe what is covering. And if you look at what is covering, Bingo, which went recently very high, and also a couple of stocks, this one also going up, and also Atossa Therapeutics right now is going up. So it looks like he's a pharma analyst, and he has been covering a lot of penny stocks. If you look at it, a lot of them are like 3-4 range, a couple of them are in 20 range, a lot of them are $3 $4 range. So let's look into the summary of what I meant, why I'm investing into this. Okay, the things I liked. So they are into both COVID and breast cancer therapies. They had 3 major offerings in a month, which is kind of a good news and bad news, because good news is institutions are interested in the company. Bad news is they are diluting. So 4 13G filings within 5%, with the 5% in a week. So this used to trade around $8 to $9, 2018 I think. So he's a famous, as we told, as we mentioned, 87 patents and invented a lot of drugs. So on 2 analyst coverage, the most important thing obviously for me is option leverage. So they have options available. So a $2.50 put actually gives you $1, which is close to 40% premium, or even good premium on a cover call. So they raised a lot of cash in last 1 month, so I don't see any cash flow issues. So that's most important for these micro caps, because we don't want to get into a situation where they have debts and then they have to do bankruptcy. So things I do not like obviously are very small micro cap, 200 million. This is no revenue is expected until they actually commercialize the product. So cash burn is $3 to $4 million. But given how much money they raised, I don't think this is an issue. So dilution, too many offerings. So within a month, the price tripled from $1 to $3. So this is a penny stock. It will fluctuate. I would not spend more than a couple of $100 to begin with. The one thing you need to remember is these penny stocks, you can pick 5, 6, whatever you like, and then good news comes, more FDA approval comes, they keep going, you accumulate, you build a position with a couple of $1,000. Then the losers, you get rid of them early at some percentage of loss, and continue with winners. That's what I have been doing, because I had a lot of penny stocks bought in the last 4 or 5 months, and then most of them they turn out to be now in $15 to $20 range, a lot of them. So that's the reason I cover some of in my videos, I cover a couple of penny stocks that I like, which has good leadership and good potential for growth. So this is what I want to cover today in this video. Hopefully you like the video. Please click the like button. See you on my next video. Thank you.